Do you think it's impossible to eat pasta because it's going to make you gain weight? You know how all your friends, and if you've gone to Europe, they say they can eat all the pasta they want and not gain weight. Well, here at Garnaviti, we have a solution that you can eat pasta with this vegetable bolognese with brown rice pasta. Now, I got to tell you, I found this tinchiata. It's called Pasta Joy because it is joyful because it's whole food. It's a brown rice. When you eat brown rice instead of white rice, you absorb all the calories. Brown rice, you excrete a lot of it, and it increases your metabolism, so you're burning calories after you eat. So Pasta Joy it is. So let me tell you about this recipe. We have onions and garlic and carrots and then what we're gonna do, and some mushrooms, portobello mushrooms. I chopped them up really fine. You can use any mushrooms you like. I just love the meatiness of the, pun intended, meatiness, no meatiness of the mushrooms. And then we're gonna add some tomato sauce and vegetable stock, or you can use water, parsley, and basil. So let's get cooking. So you know how I love to dry saute, and you've probably seen me do it a million times. So I'll go over it really quickly, but you can look at all these other videos and understand it. But you light up and you heat this up pretty good until it's sizzling, okay? And then we're always gonna start with the onion, and we're going to saute it quickly, let it kind of start to ooze its juices out. I'm gonna cover it so it'll steam, lower the heat, let it steam. And then we're gonna add some garlic and stir that up. Cover it, let it steam, let the oils and the juices come out of it, and then we're gonna add all of our other ingredients. So it should be pretty hot now. We can hear sizzle. Just barely sizzling. It's better if it sizzles more, but that's okay. Now I like to stir it really quickly. Listen, if it starts to stick, if you don't have like a ceramic covering one and it starts to stick, you can always put a little water or vegetable stock, but you don't really need to. And you can, at the end with the tomato sauce, you can scrape up those brown bits and it adds a lot of good flavor. See, you can already see how shiny it is? It's the oils in the onion. It's coming out. The oils. We don't want a shiny face, but we do want shiny onions. Okay, I'm gonna cover it just for a minute or so and turn it down and let it steam. And you know it's ready after about a minute or two because when you lift up the lid, the steam, the condensation goes right back in to the onions. Okay, see, you can see the condensation and see how it's dripping right back into the pan. And you see there's a little browning over here, but it's okay because it's called fond and it just adds lots of good flavor. Now it's ready for the garlic. You don't want to put the garlic in too early because it will burn and get really bitter. So you want to put it in after it starts to exude its juices. I can already smell that garlic. Delish. This is like 2 tablespoons of garlic. It's 6 garlic cloves, but that flavors it, and you know how healthy garlic is. Okay, once again, we're going to cover it and let it simmer for about a minute or two. Okay, smells good. You know, I like a lot of pepper, so I'm going to add pepper now because I want it to flavor the whole dish. And then we're gonna put in our carrots. That adds sweetness. And we're gonna put in our chopped portobello mushrooms. I like portobello, but you can use cremini, you can wear the white mushrooms, you name it. Whatever mushroom you want, you can use it. So I'm gonna stir this and I'm gonna let this meld. I'm gonna turn up the heat just a bit because I've added a lot more ingredients. So it'll cook. I'm gonna let this carrot get a little soft. Isn't that pretty? All of these ingredients are so healthy. Now, you know mushrooms are so healthy. All the doctors say, you gotta have your mushrooms. Joel Fuhrman, the bee bombs, you know, the bombs. You gotta have your berries, your mushrooms, your onions, your seeds and nuts, and your greens, G-bombs. All right, we're gonna have some greens, we're gonna have some herbs. I'm gonna cover this again and turn it down just a little bit so the mushrooms will exude its juices. Okay, now it's starting to looking good. Starting to soften. Here's some of that liquid, pour it back right into the pan. Okay, Now we'll add all the other ingredients. We'll add some vegetable stock, or you can do water. You really can. I just like vegetable stock because it just adds a little bit more flavor. And at Garden of Veggie, we make a lot of different vegetable stocks, some with fennel, some with mushrooms, they're all different flavors. So you can pick whichever flavor you want to infuse into your bolognese. We're going to turn up the heat, and we're going to bring this to a simmer. I'm going to add a little parsley as well. And then we're going to top it with delicious fresh basil. I also like to add red pepper flakes because I like it spicy. Okay, we're going to let this cook down for a few minutes, and we'll plate it up. That's how easy it is. Isn't that so easy? All right, pasta bolognese is ready. Now you know you're saying, are you sure, Edie? Are you sure I can eat the pasta? Ooh, I just got a facial. Ooh, that's nice. A bolognese, an Italian facial. Signora, it's very good. That sounds French. Okay, anyway, here's what the deal is. According to Neil Barnard, who came out with that Power Food Diet book, he says brown rice, not white rice, the whole grains. They do 3 things. Number 1, they tame your appetite. So after you eat this, you will feel satiated. Number 2, you excrete a lot of the calories because it's pure fiber and your body's absorbing it and excreting it. As opposed to white flour or butter or fat, your body takes in all those calories. And number 3, it builds your metabolism. So this pasta recipe is a fat burning furnace for the rest of the day. Let's finish this delicious pasta dish, and you will not feel guilty eating it. Yeah. Let's see how carefully I can do this, because this is one heavy pot. You want to make bets? What should we do here? Voila! That's French again, and this is Italian. There we go. Now we're gonna mix it all together. You know, I went to a culinary class in Italy with Giuliano Bugiali, and he said, cook with love, cook with love. And I said, I don't even know what that means, but now I do. This is not only a lovely dish, it will love your body and you'll love it. Now let's just top it with some beautiful basil. This is sliced, what they call chiffonade. And then I also like to tear little pieces for different texture and a bigger taste of basil. And it also looks just really pretty on the dish when you just make these little tears of fresh basil. We're gonna make this a feast for the eyes, everyone, and delicious. Now I wanna tell you, there's no sugar in here. I will put red pepper flakes. I will have that at the table so everyone can serve themselves some red pepper because I like the spice. But the one thing that's really, really great to do, to add instead of sugar or salt, it's lemon. It is unbelievable how it just perks up a dish, and it brings out the flavor of the tomatoes and the basil and the pasta. And oh, this is really good. You can really actually eat this whole thing if you want it and lose weight. Okay, everybody. You know, a lot of people know how to do their pasta. These are not very long now. They broke. Okay, so some people put it in here, right? And they make a long thing. Can you do it? Please comment below and teach me how to do this. Let me try. Now no one can eat this because I just ate right over it. It's really good. Red pepper flakes. At Garden of Veggie, we always like to say, health is seriously fun.